season began months ago on courts all across New York State, and now it's down to the top two remaining players in New York, representing Suffern and Hewlett, the Girls Championship, now on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. And glad to have you here from Tri-City Fitness in Latham, Kelly O'Donnell alongside James Allen. And James, if you look at the brackets, maybe this was an inevitable final where you have the number 1 seed and the number 2 seed going head-to-head in Kseniya Zonova and Sydney Kaplan. And as for Zonova, people may not have known much about her coming into the season because she lived on the other side of the world last year.
Living in the Ukraine and comes over to the United States. Both players, Kelly, won by the same margin, the same scores in the semifinals, which it tells you we got a pretty interesting matchup here. I'm really looking forward to seeing this.
And while Zonova is new to New York State tennis, Sydney Kaplan has not only been playing in New York for a while, but she has been here before, but not in singles.
Yeah, she was in the doubles championship last year. She wound up losing. She's only a sophomore, and she may not be playing in state competition next year. She may be, she's a homeschool student, and she may be moving on, but certainly an outstanding player and an opportunity to win a state championship here today.
And both players from downstate, and often in a situation like this, they'll have some experience against one another, but this is actually the first time they have ever played. And what do you think that means when they go head-to-head today?
Well, I'm interested to see how it plays out early on in the match. Can somebody get control of this match? Kaplan has the experience in this spot because she was here in the double, so she's not going to be as nervous, I don't think, at least starting out, and maybe she can use that to her advantage.
Kaplan, the number 2 overall seed, Zonova, the number 1 seed, and they're going to go face-to-face, the best of 3 sets to the winner, the New York State crown. The first set is coming up next on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. It'll be the best of 3 sets to determine the New York State champion in girls tennis. Suffern against Hewlett, the Mounties, and the Bulldogs. It's Zonova against Kaplan. New York State Public High School Athletic Association Championships from Tri-City Fitness in Latham in the Capital Region. 2 girls from downstate being introduced. Kseniya Zonova, the number 1 seed in the tournament from Hewlett High School in Section 8, taking on Sydney Kaplan, the 2 seed out of Section 1, a sophomore at Suffern High School who was in the state finals for the 2nd year in a row. She competed in doubles last year. Zonova in white to serve the first game. James, one thing that we'll notice about Zonova right away is that she really impresses with her power.
No doubt about it. I mean, that was a very stern 2-handed backhand down the line for the winner.
And she shows you the power with the forehand, too.
No doubt if Kaplan's going to hit some balls that short, they're going to get punished.
Yeah, that one's just sitting up on a tee for her. .30 love, second serve. 40 love. Kaplan that time trying to jump on his second serve, and I think one thing she'll have to be on guard against is trying to match Zonova power for power.
Right. That's not our game.
Game, Zonova.
And an ace to take the first game. Game love.
Ace to serve it out.
Both players have faced a little adversity in this tournament. They've both had to survive a 3-set match. Zonova in her first match. Kaplan in the quarterfinals
15.
had to overcome a 3-setter.
For people that are watching this and they're not familiar, the first serve that Zonova called, there's the chair umpire, but the unique thing about high school tennis is you call your own lines. Another powerful backhand down the line.
Kaplan still looking to win her first point of the match. Love 30. Another powerful shot, that time the overhand. A triple break opportunity for Zonova.
And really what set it up was the great return on the serve.
Yep.
She had pinned Kaplan back.
Game, Zonova.
And she'll break it love. So the
Zonova
first
leads 2
8
games to
points of the match, all to Zonova. And the junior from Hewlett leads 2 games to love.
There's no doubt you see Zonova, everything is powerful, everything is deep. And Kaplan's starting to get a little down on herself here early in this match.
Love.
And Zonova obviously playing with a lot of confidence right now to pick that ball out of the air. Looked like it might have been going wrong, but she wasn't taking any chances and knew she had that shot in her repertoire. The 10-point streak for Zonova snapped.
The key for Kaplan right now is just to extend these points.
All.
Double fault. Kseniya, who arrived from Ukraine just last December, living with her aunt. Parents, siblings, still back in the Ukraine. Zonova in front 40-30, game point and an opportunity to go up 3 games to love.
And you see with all these rallies, once they get started, Zonova continues to keep Kaplan pinned back.
Game, Zonova.
Big first serve,
3 games to
and Zonova holds serve to take a 3 games to love lead.
And both these players came in off their semifinals, both by the same score, 6-love, 6-3. Straight set wins to get here yesterday. And Kaplan has the experience. She was in the state final last year here in the doubles. Courtney Ollis and her lost in that match. And she was the #1 seed from Section 1 and went on to win their championship. And Zonova won the Nassau Championship.
Sydney's partner in doubles a year ago, senior this year, just missed out on qualifying in the state tournament in singles.
15 love.
Kaplan wins a point on her serve for the first time, and for the first time in any game in this match, has a lead, 15 love. Second serve. Good looking winner with the forehand.
She's been really solid both on the backhand and the forehand side, and everything's deep.
$30-15. $40-15.
A couple of game points for Kaplan.
It's the first chunky shot we've seen from Zonova. She tried to just block it back and didn't get underneath it enough.
And Kaplan will take the game.
Really nice point. The serve set it up, Kelly, because she
Yeah.
got it out wide, and then it really got Zonova out of the play, and just ran her around. Nice forehand to put it away.
Zonova serving, up 3-1.
Just
Caught the
inside.
line, yep. Powerful.
And those
30 off,
forehands have
30
just
off.
been stern on the double, the backhand, the two-handed backhand she opened the match with. Real set a nice tone earlier.
$30-15.
So that she had Kaplan out wide, just miss it down the line.
$30 off.
Second straight point where Zonova has aggressively gone for a winner, and she's missed her mark where she could have gotten the ball into play, but instead she's looking for the winner.
But she's dictating the play in terms of she's moving Kaplan side to side. It's just a question of being able to make those shots and 2 unforced errors.
Followed up with an ace.
40-30.
Kind of response you want to make. In danger of maybe losing 2 straight games.
Yep.
Right down the tee.
Zonova came to the net for the first time, but could not win the point, and so for the first game in this championship, we'll go to deuce.
Kaplan got lucky there because she hit the net cord and that actually disrupted the timing of Zonova, and she hit it just wide.
Long.
Advantage Zonova.
advantage Zonova for a 4-1 lead.
Nice shot. Nice drop shot.
Zonova leads 4-1.
And in that game, we saw her charge the net once for the first time this match, and here we see her first drop shot of the match.
Really nice. And that's something that's going to be in Kaplan's head now. And sometimes when you have the advantage, you don't want to try your first one in that situation, but she had supreme confidence that that was going to work, and she was right. And good look at Cindy Kaplan.
So Zonova leading 4-1. The first player to 6 games, win by 2, will take the set. So Kaplan will jumpstart this game with a 15-love lead, and James more or less goes without saying this is a hold she needs to have.
Absolutely. She's got to get her serve going as well. Whether she wins the game or she doesn't, she's going to need it later in the match.
Love.
30 love.
You see, even when she's losing points, and I mean Zonova, again, she's moving Kaplan side to side, pinning her back, and really kind of dictating how the match has gone so far. I'm interested to see if Kaplan can change her tactics.
Ball took a
40 love.
funny bounce, but Kaplan was able to adjust and take a 40-love lead.
And she didn't commit, so Zonova couldn't really figure out which side to go to, and that's nicely played.
And Kaplan holds at love.
Game Kaplan.
Zonova up a break, serving up 4-2, and now leading in this game 15-love.
$30
love.
And she really has not, Kelly, she doesn't let really any serves that have been short. Everything's been deep. And that really, helps set her points up very, very well. She's got Kaplan on the defense.
Kaplan will get to see a second serve here. And she does well with it. Forehand winner.
30-15.
Didn't try to do too much, and sometimes you get a player like that in the second serve, they want to just let it loose, and she just placed it well.
$40-15.
Kaplan victimized by another very powerful first serve. And now a couple of game points for Zonova to go up 5-2. Missed it.
40-30.
She had the extra game point in her pocket, so maybe that's why she went so aggressively for that one. Game point. Second serve. Out. Deuce.
Deuce.
Big opportunity here for Kaplan. One break of serve is the difference right now in this match, and Kaplan gets the break back. We're back on serve. So got a second chance because Zonova's first volley was right back to Kaplan. Didn't really do anything with it, but the second one was very good. Put away.